8 years with my boyfriend and still not married? For 8 long years, I've been in a relationship with my boyfriend, and the idea of marriage still eludes us. It's not that I necessarily want to get married, but as my 30s approach, I can't help but feel trapped in a stagnant state. The pressure intensifies as I witness my peers taking the leap into matrimony. To make matters more complicated, we don't even live together, as it isn't a societal norm where I reside to cohabitate while dating. We've had countless talks about our future, and in one of those discussions, I mustered the courage to raise the possibility of breaking up. I thought that perhaps it would spur him into action, but instead, he pleaded for me to stay, promising to sort out his affairs. Yet, as time passed, nothing conclusive materialized from that discussion. It's disheartening to have our conversations lead to dead ends. Adding to the weight on my heart, my boyfriend doesn't share my enthusiasm for children or envision a life centered around a domestic setting. While we do get along fairly well, I can't shake the feeling that we've hit a formidable wall. It's as if I've outgrown the boundaries of our relationship, which is a painful realization to accept. Both of us harbor commitment issues, undoubtedly stemming from the failed relationships of our respective parents. This shared fear casts a shadow of doubt over our ability to make our own relationship work. However, I've reached a point where I can no longer ignore my own desires and needs. Sacrificing my happiness for someone who may never be ready to commit is becoming increasingly difficult. Deep down, I believe I already know the answer to my dilemma. It's time to pull the plug. It's time to have that excruciating conversation and bring an end to this chapter of my life. Despite feeling that he is my soulmate in some ways, I must acknowledge that our practical realities don't align. It's a matter of personal growth, of recognizing that remaining in this state of stagnation will only lead to more regrets down the line. Yet, I find myself grappling with the daunting task of how to even initiate this end. How can I find the strength to tell the man I've spent a substantial portion of my life with that we're over? It's an emotionally taxing endeavor that will undoubtedly cause heartache for both of us. However, I owe it to myself to find the courage to have this conversation. I need to trust that I deserve a relationship that not only brings love but also fulfills my deepest desires and aspirations. It's a bitter pill to swallow, seeking advice from strangers about the future of my relationship. Yet, sometimes an outside perspective can offer the clarity we desperately need when facing such difficult decisions. I'm jaded by the circumstances, and I carry a sense of guilt for relying on the counsel of those I don't even know. But ultimately, it's a means to gain perspective and reaffirm that I deserve happiness.